tricks, you know, and that's what I teach when I teach.
And when do you teach here? Are you doing the teaching?
No, I teach right here. I usually, before my last big class was at the Oasis, and they put it on the internet that that I was gonna do classes there before the COVID. And so they got 57 responses the first week. So the first 12 that paid did the class. And the next day after we did the class, COVID closed everything. So that kind of, but in the meantime, I've had contact with some of the top salons like Joseph Cosa's, Emmanuel's, several of them. And I've gone there to do classes because they like the hairdressers to know more than just cut blow dries. They want them to, it's an asset. The more they know, the more money they're going to make for themselves and their business.
It's also a work of art.
So that's what I like teaching, you know, very basic. And for instance, one of my customers had, I can't remember the name of the salon, but it was in the financial district. They had one here and one in Berkeley, and I hit both of them. And they want their hairdressers to know a little more than what they can produce. So this guy calls me. He was in the class, but he was with the customer, so he kept leaving. And he came back and he said, you know, I have a chance to do Marlo Thomas hair for that Syndrome play that she did here, Marlo Thomas. And he says they want me to be her personal hairdresser. And I'm scared to death because I don't know nothing that you're showing us. I said, well, come in and get a brush up. So he came for 2 hours. I mean, I teach them here, but I also go to the salons if they want. He came here and we reviewed everything for 2 hours. So 2 weeks later, he came back and he says, I got the job. He says, I'm going to be her personal hairdresser. And I said, good. So a few weeks later, he calls me again and he says, she's taking me to New York to be her personal hairdresser. He said she liked me and she liked my work. I said, good. So this is 5 years ago. He now owns 2 big salons in New York City. And in 5 or 6 states, he has a beauty supply